So when they asked me to speak, what I'm about to talk about isn't necessarily custom measures. It's custom in the way that we put it together, utilizing money through the large end user program. So we had at the university, whoops, wrong way. We had done a lighting audit about 4 or 5 years ago for the entire university. This was before a merger with UMD&J. So with the merger of UMD&J and then becoming part of our medical school, we wanted to go out and do some energy conservation within their buildings, plus also hit some of the buildings in Newark and Camden. So we took the lighting audit that we had for Newark and Camden and did some work bringing in RBHS. Now this audit was done before LED took off, so we were looking at reducing, using fluorescent lighting and using more efficient fluorescent lighting and with higher efficiency fluorescence and also adding sensors throughout the spaces. Along with that, we audited motors in our Newark and Camden and at the medical school. You have air handling units, you have pumps. A lot of these motors, when things were installed, weren't premium efficiency motors. So we went through and figured out a way to replace it. Now we had a state contract with Grainger, so we were able to utilize Grainger to come out and do the motor audit. Along the way, as we were installing the motors, we took care of deficiencies and pulleys and et cetera with the pieces of equipment that we had out there. The total project cost was over $2 million. Through the large end user program, we received $1.15 million through that program. Now, I guess everybody is familiar with the large end user program. The idea that for large end users, for the amount of money that they pay in for societal benefits, we're able to put together packages utilizing a portion of the money that we put in all at one time instead of doing it through rebates or through other programs. So we're able to utilize that to do a major renovation at the university. Some of the hiccups along the way was really finding out, being able to evaluate equipment conditions. We went out, we were doing auditing, looking at piece motors and such, but it wasn't until we started diving into it that we realized that there was more to it than just replacing the motors. And you have to ensure that the companies that you have installing these motors understand that there's going to be other pieces of equipment that need to be taken care of along the way, and make sure that you have funding available to take care of that. The other is the hiccup were lighting requirements of the end users. We went through, did the audit. We had lab areas that then came back and wanted other lighting standards or other types of lighting. So we had to make changes within that. And then because of the audit, we had done it a few years back, we had rooms that have changed, not only the type of occupancy that was in there, but there was different configurations and lighting that was already installed. So these are just some of the hiccups that we had along the way. And that pretty much, that's it for the presentation. Just put something together real quick for you guys.